Himalayan Samarpan meditation, and we are going off to India to a wonderful gentleman who should be actually sleeping right now because the time was late. But I have to say, with his smile there, looking charming as ever, I'd like to say a global namaste to
Global
Jitendra.
namaste, global namaste. Getting my voice?
Yes, we can hear you. I just wanted to do a
Okay.
quick little introduction to yourself,
Yeah,
Jitendra.
sure, please.
Yes,
Please.
actually, oh gosh, tell us a little bit about your background, Jitendraji. You do a little introduction about you because you know what you're about. You have so many facets about you. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm professionally, I was with State Bank of India. Forgetting that, when we're talking about meditation, I'm in this field for the last 25 years. I became a Reiki Grandmaster in 1998. After that, fortunately, the Almighty and Guruji has made me a medium in spreading meditation to over 100,000 people. One of the very big events you have already attended. We remained the managing trustee also of this organization in past. And then my hobby, basically, I was very logical. Because of some reason, I joined this. I became a Reiki Grandmaster, then went into Kundalini, tried so many meditation techniques, including Tao and many other. Ultimately settled in Samarpan for quite some time. Experienced something which was beyond intellectual level of that time. But after 5-6 years of that, I started finding out logically and scientifically why this is happening. And so I went deeper into that. Again, fortunately, came in contact with great personalities like you and many other scientists and so many people who have worked very hard in this field. So regarding metaphysics, fortunately, I've been instrumental in getting connected to so many people. And chakra was always, a subject very close to my heart. So after retiring from the bank, I started to pen down the experience of 25 years, and so could come out with a book, Chakra Sanhita, and that's quite a detailed book, even blessed by Swamiji, and for the first time in any language, in any Indian language. Right now, that's in Gujarati. It's now getting translated in English, Hindi, French, German, Punjabi, Marathi, Tamil, etc. 3 other books are in pipeline. One is on Reiki, another is on psychic powers, the third one is on meditation.
Wow,
So
amazing.
3 are. So the write-up part is over.
Yes.
Editing and everything is going on. May take 1 or 2 more months. Then they will come out. Then because the hobby and my interest in various subjects, I went through various things like law of attraction and got qualified in NLP, law of attraction, hypnosis, past life regression, blah, blah, blah. So many things.
Yeah, we have to say
So,
that's why I said to the
yeah.
audience, I better ask Jitendraji to share this because he's got such a wealth of knowledge and such a wide, range of knowledge. That I thought, wow, from writing to you've studied so many things. You're a trainer, you're a Reiki master. You also do Samarpan meditation, and of course, your journey has taken you through many years.
And could address 2 national conferences of doctors on bridging science and spirituality.
Yes.
Our exhibition, Science and Spirituality, that's also based on a lecture given by me to at Baroda to doctors.
Yes.
So from that exhibition came out. Then various changes have taken place, but originally it came out from there. So somehow the Almighty is making me medium in spreading the things.
When you're a pure medium, you just start doing lots of things that change people's lives in a positive way, and everybody has this different journey, but your journey is very, very powerful here. And I love the fact what you just shared, about science and spirituality, which I think is a very hot topic. And there are so many people who are tuning in today from different backgrounds. Some of them could be from very scientific backgrounds who may not understand too much about spirituality. And some people who are really into spirituality are very open to this straight away, to the knowledge. But to connect the science and spirituality together helps you to explain things in a much more concrete manner. that everybody can understand, including those who may be unbelievers. So today, Jituji, I know you're going to be going through some information, a presentation, as well as you're going to be running through some frequently asked questions, because there are many meditators or potential meditators out there who have questions, like, what is this and what is that, and how do you do this and how do you do that? So today I'd like to present the platform to you to please, present whatever you would like to present and share whatever you feel would be helpful for our audience members.
First of all, I would like to present who should meditate, who must meditate rather. I was just thinking over that. And then I'm finding that almost everybody is covered in that for various reasons. And somehow the information about that is not that widespread.
Yes.
Who should meditate? If I list down, then first of all, everyone who cooks. Everyone who cooks has to meditate.
Yeah, whilst you're chatting and explaining these things, I'll see if I can get a presentation up for you, okay? So you carry on and explain to everybody, and I'll see if I can get the presentation up as well for you.
Okay. So everyone everyone who cooks, why they should meditate? Because there are chakras in hands. There are 7 chakras. Same way there are in palms, there are 7 chakras. And the energy is continuously flowing. Just before some time, Nemisaji made an experience, made people experience the energy floating from the hands and from the fingertips. So when somebody cooks, then that energy gets passed to the entire entire family or all the people who are consuming that food. So they're spreading it wide, their energies. Suppose somebody is angry, and with the energy of anger, someone cooks, then that energy is passed to everyone. If someone has a loving feeling at the time of cooking, then that energy will be passed. So that goes on extending. So everyone who cooks, and as far as India is concerned, mostly women. So far, at least 90% of the family, women cook in India. And maybe in many other countries too. So they have to meditate for themselves as well as to take care of all the people to whom they provide food, first of all. We were just talking about women empowerment and women care, etc. Then just connected with that is another part. All pregnant women must meditate, because the chakra and kundalini formation starts right at the time when the kid is in the womb, from the 4th or 5th month. So whatever is mother's condition, that will be passed on to the child. And the entire life, the chakra formation will be like that. If the person is aware and comes out with various things to balance the chakras, it's a different matter. Otherwise, the gift of those chakras, whether balanced or imbalanced, that will be given by the mother to the child. So every pregnant mother has to meditate. Now, somehow there is a misconception that elder people should meditate. Actually, it's otherwise. Youth must meditate, youngsters must meditate. Why? Because ultimately, meditation takes one towards balancing people. There are scientific reasons for that. The change in hormones, the change in brain waves, so many things are that. We'll be touching to that. So, youngsters, they have the right time, they have the time left to take the correct decisions. Suppose someone starts meditating at the age of 60, then most of the things are over for him or her. But if a person starts meditating at the age of, say, 25 or 20, it's quite possible that the decision whether to go in the profession, go in which profession, or to go for a job, matrimonial decisions, whether to construct a house, at which place. So many important decisions are pending throughout the life. So all youngsters must meditate. If we take it further down, all students, because we are seeing that people are, at the time of examination, people are very much upset, and the entire family is also upset. There is a kind of stress in the entire family. Yes, these are the palm chakras I was talking about. you can see, you have a view. The energy is getting passed through these palms, this way through palms. And so every person who cooks has to meditate. We are
Right.
coming back to students.
Yes.
I was talking about students because their attention power will increase. Their memory will be razor sharp afterwards. Their stress level will reduce at the time of examination because the stress level will reduce. Their parents' stress level will reduce. Ultimately, so many students are going towards suicide now these days because of the examination stress. So they can come out of that. So all students have to do that. That stress point we are taking further. Everyone who is lacking work-life balance. So most of the executives are covered under that because excessive work, excessive long hours of work, excessive pressure, that has been very common these days. So that work-life balance and the stress comes to the family also when they come back at home. So to balance that part, they must meditate. If corporates provide this kind of facility, then corporates will also be benefited. Why? Because the absenteeism will decrease because of the sickness absences. Sicknesses will come down. So naturally the absence will come down. Reimbursement of medical bills, that will decrease. And ultimate thing, the HR goal of employee contentment, employee welfare, that will be gained. So for corporates also, that's very good. Right from the start, we were talking about dancers. Honey the Great, Nalini ji,
Yes.
then Liz came out with singing. Even Hitendra ji has a good voice. Fortunately, I can also sing good.
Wow.
And that is also because of meditation. So all artists. Why? Because one of the chakras, that is throat chakra, it is a direct connection with creativity. Same way, sacral chakra is also direct connection with creativity. So when a person meditates in both these chakras, they get balanced. So the artist, they can come out with more of creativity. And there's a particular hormone also. We'll be talking about hormones later on.
Mm.
So because of that hormone, secretion increases. So creativity increases. So all artists must meditate. And as such, all artists are meditating in one way or the other. If you find that wherever my friends are there, I've seen they are meditating if they're artists. And they will be excelling once they start regularly meditating. Then everyone experiencing stress. Why? There is a hormone called cortisol. That cortisol, when cortisol increases, stress level increases. Now it's a known fact. So many research papers are there that with continued meditation, with everyday meditation, cortisol level decreases. So stress level definitely decreases. So everyone who is experiencing stress must meditate. Please go further.
Yes, and that's
Next
why
slide, please.
that's why you probably find that a lot of people who do meditation are normally quite peaceful, are quite balanced, because of that.
And the recent example is this Corona time. In Corona time, when everybody was very stressed, feeling fearful, then most of the people who were meditating, they were comparatively balanced.
Yes.
Almost everybody was balanced. So whatever happens, let it happen, but they were balanced.
Right.
Now there are some 4 kinds of profession. This Swami Shukripananji, he explains it very nicely. There are 4 kinds of profession where the professions are very important. Without that, the society can't function at all. But because of the virtue of their professions, they are experiencing negativity, depleted energy, etc. The first one is doctors. Why one goes to a doctor? Because the energy depletes. Some of the chakra gets imbalanced. Then a person goes to a doctor. So obviously, everyone coming to a doctor, at least 90% of the people or 95% of the people, except some friends, they go to a doctor when their energy is depleted. So it's a known rule of physics that the energy moves from a higher level to a lower level. So they ultimately steal the energy of a doctor. Again, there is a law of attraction. Law of attraction says that wherever your attention is there, you catch the energy from there. So the doctor's attention is always on disease. Forget about infections and everything. I'm talking right from the energy level. So the doctors must meditate, and so many research papers are there. They say that doctors die even before the normal people die. And there's another research that the doctor who is an expert in, say, certain field, say in oncology, say in cardiology, such doctors die in that particular field because their total attention is in that particular field throughout the time. So ultimately, they die because of that. Second important, without doctors, society can't function. So it's a very important profession, and at the same time, they are suffering because of the virtue of the profession. Same thing applies to lawyers. Why one goes to a lawyer? Because there is some kind of stress, some kind of fear that I may lose the case, or some kind of anger that I want to teach a lesson to the opposite person. Ultimately, that person is stressed, fearful, angry, frustrated, something like that. Only those kinds of people go to a lawyer. So the lawyer is always crowded by such people. When he goes to a court, same thing. And when we are sensitive to the energy, then we can find that in hospitals, in courts, the energy is very, very depressive. I mean, very, very negative energy. Yeah. You can feel
and
that.
also lawyers also have to go through, sometimes it's the truth, sometimes you have to bend the truth and this and that. And
So they're trying to find out, yes. They have to bend the truth many a times, otherwise their profession won't function. They would not have no living in that case. So the lawyers must meditate to keep themselves balanced. But suppose for a moment, let us think that there is no police in any country or in a city. What will happen? So the police is a very important department. And where his attention will go? Where the police department will take the attention? On crimes, on murders, on theft, on loot, on rape, or any other kind of crime. Throughout the time, our police officers or policemen's or policewoman's attention would be on a crime continuously. And so obviously the negative energy will pass on to the police person. And that's why I've come in close contact with so many police people, and I've found that even their family life is suffering because that energy they bring home. So to balance that person, police people have to meditate. Politicians, or for that kind, any leader. Forget politicians, any kind of leader. Because the leader's decision will be impacting a wide society, wider class of society. So more balance the decision. Obviously, more the benefit of others, and at the same time of the leader also. Suppose politicians. Then what will happen? What we are seeing right now, that there are two parties. Suppose one is the ruling party, one is the party who tries to come in the rule. Then what will the parties do? The party who is not in the rule, they will try to find out the negative points of the politicians who are in power. To defend that, the politicians who are in power, they will try to find out the negative points of the people who are not in rule. Ultimately, both will be bringing their attention to negativity. So again, law of attraction would work. And secondly, if they are balanced, then the society as a whole will be benefited. We are seeing that a one person decision starts a war, and it is affecting the entire world. The war may continue for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. We all are, I'm not giving any specific examples, but we can understand. So many wars have taken place, so many wars are continuing, so many wars may take place. There is a threat of wars, and because of that, the entire globe is suffering. Every country is suffering because the people, if they will be meditating, there is a possibility that they will be balanced and such decisions would not take place.
And also you mentioned here who must meditate. Well, you said doctors, lawyers, police, politicians, but actually every single sector of society, including, like, let's say parents, for example. Even if parents, they'll create much more happier units, not family units as well.
I'm coming to that. I'm just coming to that.
Yeah. So I'm just saying.
Exactly. You are very right. You are very right. I'm coming to that. The last person is that only. Before that, everyone who is desiring good health. Let me talk about myself. How I came to this field. I was very logical. Though I was with yoga, etc., right from the age of 15, from energy angle, I was not understanding. In 1998, I fell sick. And that was the Ramsay-Hunt syndrome. That means my seventh nerve got damaged. Ramsay syndrome, nobody was understanding in those days. Even the MD doctors were not understanding. But today, the singer Justin Byron from Canada, he is suffering from Ramsay syndrome. So many people have come to know my seventh nerve got damaged. Topmost doctors in India, one of the best neurosurgeons from UK, from Southport, Dr. Bakulesh Soni, who is considered an authority, they all said that you will never recover. I was not even able to pronounce pa, fa, and ba, particularly 3 letters properly. Whether I'm pronouncing today or not, you can decide. I tried allopathy, Ayurveda, acupuncture, acupressure, homeopathy, whatever pathy is there, I tried. In that only, I became a Reiki Grandmaster. So ultimately went to the field of energy. That took me to Kundalini, and that took me to this master after experimenting various meditation techniques. So ultimately, everyone who is sick or who wants not to get sick, everyone who needs good health, they have to meditate. Then everyone who is experiencing discomforting feelings. Why? Because ultimately meditation is impacting 7 chakras. Entire life is within 7 chakras, body, mind, and spirit. All the 3 things are in the 7 chakras. Whatever emojis we are using in social media these days, all those emojis are applicable to one or more chakras. So when the chakras get balanced, emotions get balanced. So whoever is suffering from any kind of discomforting energy, I would not use the word negative, I would use the word discomforting energy. That discomforting energy and discomforting emotion, they should meditate, they must meditate to reduce that level of discomfort or to eliminate ultimately. So they should meditate. Then everyone speaking spiritual progress. We all know meditation is spirituality. That part is known to everybody. So nothing to tell about that. And the chakras get balanced, we got spiritual progress. So everyone who is interested in spiritual progress, they have to.
What does that mean? So people who are watching right now, there's all people, different people who can meditate, but what does spiritual progress mean for them? If somebody was looking for spiritual progress, if somebody says
that's nothing with the religion, but that is it is connected with the self-love. Because of the self-love, love towards others, towards all human beings, compassion, etc. All those positive things. Nothing connected with any religion.
Right. So positive virtues that you
all positive virtues. And see, the goal of any life. When I was a faculty, I used to ask my the trainees that why did you take up the job? Then the answer I was getting was that to earn money. Why to earn money? Then says for getting comforts or to maintain family. Why do you want to maintain family or to have comforts? Then the ultimate thing was coming out to get happiness or peace. And that comes through meditation because there is a hormone serotonin. Now, when a person meditates, then serotonin secretion increases. What is serotonin? When a person is under depression. See, in 2020, before Corona, it was an estimate by the WHO that every 1 person in every 5 would be suffering from depression. Then Corona came. So if the new survey is taken, it may be 2 or 3 persons, 1 out of 2 or 3 persons. So now all antidepressants are containing serotonin. And serotonin is automatically secreted during meditation. So it's our choice now whether to go with medication or meditation. If you can do something with meditation, then whether to go for medication and get all the side effects of that, it's up to us. Right? So
Meditation has no
happiness.
side effects, only benefits, whereas in medication, there seems to be lots and lots of side effects, also cost you money, time, going to hospital, going here, so much. Whereas here, you could just literally spend half an hour or so meditating and boost up your immune system.
Absolutely, absolutely. Same way, peace and happiness goes with good sleep also. So many people are suffering because of insomnia. Just before 3 or 4 days, my session was there somewhere in Baroda. One lady came to me and said, I'm suffering from insomnia for the last 3 days. For the last 3 nights, I haven't slept at all. So you can understand her agony. Now, if she meditates, then melatonin, that is the hormone which is getting secreted with meditation in proper quantity. And that is very much attributable to good sleep. So everyone who needs good sleep, they have to meditate. Right. Secondly, everybody must be knowing as such that all our cells, billions of cells, are daily getting spoiled, and they're getting replaced by new cells. And that process is there in the night when a person sleeps, and particularly in a deeper sleep, which is hardly for 1.5 to 2 hours. During that time, the maximum that replenishment takes place. So unless a person sleeps, what will happen? Then everyone who wants to age slowly, because one particular hormone, DHEA is longevity anti-aging hormone. It reduces, when the DHEA increases, then the aging process slows down. With meditation, and the great example is Honey. For the last 20 years, we are seeing her like that only.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for that. I'll take that as a beautiful compliment.
Yeah. So we are seeing that only. So everyone needs that. So almost everyone needs to meditate. Everyone has to meditate, but because probably the people are not that much acquainted with meditation, because they are not knowing all these benefits. And there is a major misconception. So many people believe that this is spirituality only. And there is another conception that spirituality is something lower than intellectual level. Actually, spirituality starts where intellectual level ends. It's over that. Our Rishi Munis, the Indian saints, the Indian seers, they were the real scientists. There are so many things to which now the modern science is trying to go near to that.
Yes.
So that is beyond that.
Yes.
That's beyond that. Yeah.
Yeah. So they use so many things. Yeah, a lot of the Eastern philosophy is being used at the moment. The Vedic are being used, and the Western world is doing lots of experiments and trying to discover it. And a lot of wonderful information about the meaning of the universe is being found as well and discovered through that. Yes, absolutely.
So once again, just go back to the previous slide, please. Just go back to the previous. Just we'll go swiftly through this hormones. Yes. Serotonin we talked about, that is a happiness hormone. Endorphin, that also increases. That increases means body aches and body pains, they come down. And we all have experience who are meditating regularly that when we start meditating, the body is stiff. After some time, it gets very light. In one session of half an hour, when we start, the body may be stiff. But when it's over, the body is so smooth rather. It's because of this endorphin secretion. DHEA, anti-aging. Melatonin, we talked about. Growth hormone. That way, people may not be knowing growth hormone. So many sportsmen, they take medicines just to build up their. So that is a growth hormone. When suppose a person, my friend's son, he was 10 years, and he was not up to the mark, up to the. His height and body was not up. He was looking like just 6-7 years. Then he had to be taken to a doctor, and the medicines were given, and they were containing GH hormone. Now, this GH hormone is automatically secreted during meditation. So all these hormones get secreted. All these are hormones which are required in more quantity. So they are only one thing is there. This cortisol, that is the hormone, stress hormone. Please, next.
Right.
Honey, please, next.
We have about 10 minutes left.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll be just completing. Yeah. Dopamine. We're talking about artists and creativity. Now you can understand the scientific reason behind that. It's because of dopamine. Creativity, intuition, and so many other things are considered with dopamine. That increases. Anti-addiction, GABA. Addictions can be of many types. Drugs addiction. Even if we can take cigarette or even boozing. And the lastly, mobile addiction, which is very common these days, using mobile for 8 hours.
Media addiction.
So that is also an addiction.
Yes.
So the GABA increases, addiction decreases, and sometimes eliminated. And the only one, this cortisol is a hormone which should be lesser. That is a stress hormone. So cortisol automatically decreases. We are going to the brain waves now. We are trying to understand from brain waves this. Please. See, there are, I'm not going into details now, looking to the time, but mainly we pass through these 4 types of brain waves. First one is beta. When a person is doing normal activities, beta, it is 8 to 13 hertz. So generally, then during meditation, it slows down. When a person goes into alpha, the relaxation state starts. So any information gathering during alpha state, even doing an affirmation with alpha state, that gives better results. So person goes in alpha. If a person is a better meditator, then can go into theta. Theta is going further down, and in theta, so many intuitive things come out. So many information. I mean, so many pieces of information which are not available normally through 5 senses. They come out. All psychic powers develop. Delta is the state which, if that comes, that's great. Which comes in very deep sleep, hardly for 1.5 to 2 hours. That someone can get in delta if a regular meditator is there. So this is something in short about brain waves.
You said psychic. You mentioned Jitendra, that when with the theta brain waves, you end up you can develop your psychic powers, etc.
Yeah.
What's that got to do with the brain waves? How can the brain waves change for your intuition to strengthen up?
Brain waves slow down.
Hmm.
Brain waves slow down from beta to alpha, alpha to theta. Yes. See, there are so many cases of psychic detectives who go into, say, my friend is there in America, Barbara. She's a non-psychic detective. So many police is referring so many cases to Barbara. Barbara goes into theta. Suppose some case is not solved by the police department, then it's given to Barbara. Barbara goes into theta state, and she can see the entire, as a clairvoyant, she can see the picture that this is happening, someone came, who came, then gives that information to the police, and so many cases are solved. Same way, there is one Vienna Sibyl. She's considered a lady with X-ray eyes. She remains almost in theta every time. She can see throughout within the body where the stent is there, where the road is there. All those things she can see. So that can happen if a person remains in theta.
Right. Just
my next book on psychic powers, I've detailed it in a very
definitely go out
depth rather. Yeah.
Very nice.
Now the main question comes, so many meditation techniques are there. See, suppose we are advocates, all the people who came here advocated Himalayan meditation. There have been so many other meditation techniques. So that question is being asked so many times. How should one choose the meditation technique? So let's just understand that before completing. Why? See, meditation has to be different for different people as such. Suppose someone is very depressive, then that person can have a meditation technique which can be active. active meditation. But a person who is hyper, they have to get with a meditation technique that will be different than that. All such things are there. But forgetting all those things, there are certain basic rules, I believe. First of all, it's a time of professionalism. So many people charge so many hefty fees and teach meditation, whether it's correct or not, nobody knows. If it is costing no or little expenditure, then we can believe that at least there is no motive to earn money. So at least the motive is good. So any meditation technique that we choose, it's best to, it's not to spend money, but it is best just to ensure that is the correct meditation technique. The purpose is only for the welfare of the people. We should choose for a meditation technique that is simple. I mean, sorry, no retail course. Secondly, there are many, suppose Merkaba meditation. It's very powerful, but it's very complicated. Everyone can not do in the initial stage at least. So it should be a simple meditation technique. Just before some time, Bihakji said, no, it's very simple. This meditation is very simple. There can be some other also, but this is very simple, that we know. So it should be, simplicity is the must. Thirdly, generally it is seen that a person starts meditating and after some time, if the experiences are not there, then no encouragement is there to continue. So whenever you choose a meditation technique and you find that the experiences are very fast, say within 5 days, 6 days, 1 week, 1 month at least, then a person is encouraged to continue on that. And regularity is a must. So immediate experiences or quicker experiences, that is a must to choose for a meditation technique. It has to be secular so that no tag is attached, whether it is with this religion or that religion. Now suppose we buy a TV or a fridge or anything for that purpose. Then we take a review. We ask 5 people whether your TV is working properly of that particular brand, whether Samsung is working properly, whether iPhone is working properly. Should we go for that or not? Then when we are going to choose something which is going to change the mold the entire life, then naturally the experience of others, that would count. If you find that so many people, logical people also, they are practicing a particular meditation technique over a longer period, then there are all the chances that this is a powerful meditation technique. So that can be sorted too. And the last part, meditation can have impact in 2 different ways. One is common. One is whatever experience, whatever benefits we discussed. From this angle, benefits are hundreds rather, but I tried to discuss from the scientific angle. So every meditation gives benefits. So they are common to everyone. But there are certain meditation techniques where you get something, some support from some others. Suppose I want to climb a hill and then ultimately I'm tired and someone is standing there and pulls me up, then naturally it's very easy for me. So there are certain meditation techniques, like in this meditation technique, the master, he has come from the Himalaya for so many years, for decades. He was in Himalaya. His powers are experienced by so many. So what happens? The immediate experiences start because of his powers. So if we choose a meditation technique that gives regular benefits plus the support from someone else, then definitely that is the best one. So that should be the meditation technique. And that's why after experiencing so many meditation techniques over a period of time, almost all chakra based, all basic element based, all very special meditation techniques, Tao, all those I've experienced at different. But most of the time, I remained with Himalayan meditation because of the non-experience, non-benefits and this particular features. And I think my time is over. Honey, thank you so much for calling me to this. And okay, the last one. Yeah, I was just talking about, please show that. It's important.
Yes.
Yeah, I was talking about higher powers. That also we should not believe because I'm saying, or because Bihakji is saying, or because team is saying, or because Liz is saying. See, there are scientific measures available for that. Aura picture. This is the picture of the master. That's so. This kind of aura is very powerful. That is one thing. Secondly, the another picture shows that see, whenever the energy increases, every person has two kinds of energy, yin and yang. That means male and female energy, everyone has. And with meditation, that means one is logical, one is creative. That time. And with increased meditation, both the energies get balanced. And the report is available now. Here is the report of the Swamiji. You can see the report here. Almost both the energies are balanced. So this has been taken, this photo has been taken in UK itself in 2016. That is a photo. After that, I think no new photo has been taken.
Yes.
So we have some measures. We have some parameters based on which we can choose a master also. Isn't it?
Absolutely. So, that's very useful, actually. And also this report that you're talking about, the yin-yang balance, etc. What fantastic information. I thought I'll just keep this here as well. So if anybody wanted to contact, of course, Jitendra-ji, and also, of course, ask about his books that are coming out very shortly, and the book that's already there, then here you go. Here's his wonderful contact details. Thank you so much.
And thank you, Honey, and thank you everyone at the Healing the Earth. Because of you, I got the chance to come second time here and to discuss with everyone. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
We also were honored to have you here, dear Jitendra-ji, because your knowledge is absolutely superb. And I think even more important is how to break down information, how to make it so that it's bite-sized, for people to understand step by step. And I know that we could have had so much more from you, but limited time, I know. Perhaps next time we need to call you back again to talk about even other topics.
Would be my pleasure, definitely.
Oh, thank you so much.
Jitendra, and everybody, bye-bye. Bye.
Yeah,
Bye.
Thank you. So Jitendra-ji, what did you think of that? That was a fantastic presentation, wasn't it, by Jitendra-ji?
Honey, before Jitendra-ji answers that,